What I would tell you is I don't think we got tired, I think we got tight. You know, and a valuable lesson for us to learn is you play to win, not to hang on or not lose. And I thought we didn't play when things got tight to win. And thus, the things that you're talking about take place.
Coach, what do you think of your best performance? You had, I think, 4 saves through 6 minutes ago in the second quarter, finished with 5.
Yeah, I don't think, you know, listen, Pierce is fine. He's not the problem tonight. You know, I don't think he gave up many. I don't look at it and go, wow, that's a bad goal. You know, he gave up a bad one there. I actually thought at some points in time both goalies kept each of their respective teams in the game. And then, you know, the shots that they got. I mean, we give up one to Blye. We actually do a really great job defensively. They throw the ball inside. We check it, dribbles through, and there's Blye sitting on the backside. You know, those plays happen. You can't fault your goalie for that. He comes around with no one on him, you know, left-handed. We don't slide to a short stick on him. You can't fault your goalie for that. And then he comes around right-handed, and we don't support that matchup. Again, you can't look at your goalie and say, here's where the blame belongs. I thought he did fine. I thought both goalies did fine. I don't think either of them was the difference, and I don't think either of them were bad at all. I thought they were both solid.
Coach, you've seen Maryland a lot. You've seen a lot of film. What did they do? Anything different that surprised you?
No, they didn't do anything different. They are who they are. They have to be, you know. And then, to be honest with you, I thought that's the difference in the game is we got away from who we were. You know, we've been a team that shared the ball offensively. We've been a team that traditionally supports each other defensively, and I thought we got a little tight and stopped doing those things.
For the players, did you guys feel a sense of tightness at any point in that game, and did it feel differently than some of the other games that you guys had played earlier in the season?
I mean, I think we just, Coach said it, we got away from what we've been doing all year. And, you know, some of that might have had to do with being tight. But we, offensively, from an offensive standpoint, we just weren't making the simple plays. We weren't being fundamental and disciplined, which Coach Benson harps on every week. And we down the stretch there, we didn't do those things.
I think, like Chris was saying, I think just things didn't go well for us. We weren't doing what we were supposed to do. And that can really hurt you when you're playing a good team like Maryland. You really need to stick to your basics and what each person's good at. And I think we were supposed to come out like in the second quarter. We had a lot of shots. I still think we had a lot of good opportunities, just not we just didn't cash in on them. We didn't make the right plays.
Faceoff play was pretty one-sided in your favor. I guess kind of what do you take away from that?
He was great. He was great. We have a lot of respect for Curtis Holmes, really do. You know, and Ryan Moran, I believe, works with their Faceoff guys. Does a really good job. And you know, Curtis Holmes is coming off a pretty good last game. He actually owned that game against Navy. So for us, that was an area of concern because we played poorly at the Faceoff X against Carolina. And then we turned around and we had a good outing against an Albany team that wasn't very dynamic at the Faceoff X. So kind of felt like we hadn't had a chance to redeem ourselves after the Carolina game, and this was that opportunity. And I thought Jamison Kesterer did a great job with our Faceoff guys. I thought Mike Poppleton was focused. I thought he played well throughout the game. I thought he played for 60 minutes. I thought he did a real good job. So that's something you take away from it, and you hope that you'll be able to continue to do that and continue to win the possession battle.
Coach, could you talk about your message at halftime for your players?
Yeah, you know, we felt like we left some things on the table, but, you know, I thought we were running good offense. I thought early on they got a couple of opportunities in the first quarter, and I thought Pierce actually withstood that. And I thought we settled in pretty well, and I thought we had a pretty solid second quarter. You know, I thought they dominated, or they had at least the benefit of time of possession in the first quarter. At least that's the way it felt. And in the second quarter, I felt like we were the beneficiaries of that. You know, you go in at halftime, and we talked about their diesel offense where they were, running out of a circle. We had prepared for that all week. We just had a miscue early on in the second quarter, and we got back to doing what we needed to do there. We defended the big little picking game terrific in the first half. We had no issues. So when you look at it, You know, you say, well, what the hell happened? We didn't do the things we were supposed to do in the second half. You know, how do you go from defending a big little picking game all half and them get away from it because it wasn't working to, we talked about they're going to go back to it, and we got to do a good job. And once they got one, then they got another. I just think there's some valuable lessons for this group to learn in that, you know, you got to play for 60 minutes. We didn't do that. I'm not sure they did either. I'm not sure either team played great tonight, to be quite honest with you. I thought both teams were tight. I really do. Yeah, I thought they did some things that are uncharacteristic of them, and I thought we did the same. You know, rivalry game, big crowd, TV, excitement, and you learn from it, and hopefully it'll make us a better team. You know, we're 9-2. We've lost to 2 top 10 teams. I think we're still in a pretty damn good place. And now the question is, how will we answer this? How will we turn around, and what will we do in practice, and what will our leadership do to get ready for Navy?